Well, government watchdog Judicial Watch says that House Intelligence Committee Chairman Adam Schiff is blocking their lawsuit to obtain subpoenas he used to disclose Rudy Giuliani's phone records during the impeachment inquiry. One America's John Hines sat down with the president of Judicial Watch and has this exclusive interview. Take a look.
You appear to have taken some action here against Adam Schiff. What's going on?
Well, during the impeachment fiasco, Schiff secretly subpoenaed the phone records of Americans. And then he published those phone records in the impeachment report. So look, he targeted the president's lawyer, Rudy Giuliani, and as a result of that, you had the phone records of Jay Sekulow, the president's other lawyer, published. Devin Nunes, a member of Congress's, his records were published. And then John Solomon's records were published as well. A reporter, a journalist. The phone records, I think, of Victoria Tenzing and Joe Genova were also targeted. This was a wild abuse of power by Schiff. So we asked for these records, the subpoenas at least, under basically the public's right to know. There's a common law right to records. Well, they responded, Schiff and his attorneys, basically the House attorneys from the Office of General Counsel for the House of Representatives, and they threw up every privilege they could to try to protect those records from being disclosed through this federal court lawsuit. Sovereign immunity, Congress isn't covered by the Freedom of Information Act. There are privileges under speech or debate clause, which is the constitutional clause that protects members of Congress from having to answer in court for their comments on the floor or in the course of their specific duties legislating, and that the law doesn't cover this. And by the way, the public doesn't really need to see the information, nor does Judicial Watch. And Adam Schiff is desperate to keep these records secret.
How do you know that?
Because this brief that was filed to try to shut our case down would prevent anyone from asking questions at all about their abuses in the impeachment effort.
Anyone, not just you.
Anyone, not just us. If someone wanted to sue directly over the violations, this is the type of legal argument that would prevent that or would be used against them. An FCC official sent a letter to Schiff raising issues about this just a week or so ago.
The Federal Communications Commission.
That's right.
Raising issues.
The law protects the privacy of our phone records.
So this would be regarding privacy.
And was this an end run? Was this an end run around the law that protects Americans' phone records? Look, there's a big debate now about FISA and spying on Americans by the FBI and the CIA and the Justice Department, right? Well, now we know that we got to worry about Congress too, because Adam Schiff spied on those Americans he targeted by secretly obtaining their phone records and then publishing them in a way to really damage the reputations of otherwise innocent Americans.
It's kind of like a pieces of a puzzle, right? And so what kind of a piece of the puzzle would that be for Judicial Watch?
Well, we can see who he was targeting and what was the basis for it, perhaps. We don't know.
Will that give you an idea if it was,
subpoenas in criminal cases typically are public.
And this is private.
This is being secret. This isn't private. This is secret. They're hiding these records from the American people. They use them to get the phone records of Americans. Unprecedented. An unprecedented effort to get phone records of American citizens by Congress. Don't worry about the FBI stealing your phone records and snooping in your phone records. You got to worry now about Adam Schiff. And the House of Representatives, their lawyers are defending Schiff here. So General Counsel for the House of Representatives. So Nancy Pelosi's on board with this. The House Majority's on board with this. And every member of Congress should be asked by their constituents, do you believe that Congress has the right on their own at any time of their choosing to take the records of American citizens and publish them? I want to hear from Republicans and Democrats on this assertion of congressional power I've never seen before.
Saying that Adam Schiff, as a member of Congress, has secured information which would be otherwise unobtainable by average Americans or even a law firm or even Judicial Watch.
That is protected. It's protected otherwise under law. And they did an end run around the law here. We want to figure out how it was done so A, there's accountability, and B, we make sure it doesn't happen again.
Tom Fitton, president of Judicial Watch, thank you for joining us on One American News.
You're welcome.